babies like shake their little booty to like talk. Hello. I'm so glad that we could meet today, because I know you have a bit of a problem, and that is that an ear treatment went a little too well. When I cleaned your ears last, I must have somehow put a growth serum in it, and now your ear hair is ridiculously long. So it's really no worry. I'm going to do a little relaxation for you, and we can decide whether or not we want to keep the long hair or whether we think that we should snip it off. So I think that you really could use this as a fun accessory. It's very unique. I don't know of anybody else who's got their hair this long out of their ears, and I first wanted to maybe do a light brush of it, and then I'm going to try and braid it, because I really truly think that we could do some fun accessorizing. Of course, I've got my bag here. Do I have a comb in here? That's the question. I do. So I'm just going there, and be careful, because I don't want to pull on it at all and cause any issues for your ear. Ears are a very delicate place in the body, and so I just want to make sure I'm being very delicate. But it doesn't seem like too much is shedding. Like, I don't see any shedding out of the comb, so it does look like it's attached in there quite well. Let's just try the other ear here. Oh, it's a little bit knotty at the end. Let me just... There we go. Just get under. Yeah, it looks pretty good, and of course, you do still have a lot of ear hair in other places, just scattered around. It's not nearly as long, but I can give this a quick brush as well. It's not too knotty either. You have very soft ear hair. Just doing a quick inspection, and I don't see a lot of earwax, but there is a little bit. And I know that if we let it build up too long, that's when we get it to be quite itchy. So I'm probably gonna deal with that today as well, I think. I think it's for the best, you know. I think it'll really help you and to be comfortable long term. Okay. Now that we brushed, I'm just gonna go ahead and try and start to braid. So we could do a fishtail braid, or we could do like a normal 3-strand. Let's first try a normal 3-strand. So I'm just parting the hair into 3 sections. They're not the evenest. Let me try to get that to be a little more even. And just continue down. It does seem like the ear hair is at some different lengths, so you can kind of see it sticking up there. That's alright. Ear hair does not need to be perfect. Just gonna continue along and braid down, down, down. strand and just folding it over the other. It's very long, as you can see. It's again just, it's a little hard to do it at this angle, but that's okay. Oh, it's very hard to do it at this angle. I think what have I done? I don't even know. No, it's fine. Just trying to, like, look at that length, and there's still more. Isn't that crazy? I'm gonna just continue along. Hopefully there's no wiggling going on, causing any discomfort or any weird noises. And once I get to the end, I brought some elastic bands. I got a white one here. And I'm just going to alask the bottom to keep it in its place. And you know, if you really wanted to get cool, you could try to grow some mustache hair and then attach your ear hair to your mustache hair. It could create this like weird beard effect. I think it could be quite cool. So this is what we're working with. I don't like that it's doing that. So this is what we're working with for this strand. There's a little edge, but I want to make it look a little nicer, so I'm just going to go ahead and pull on the braid. I'll show you what I'm doing. Just pulling on it like so, just to make it look a little more full, dynamic. And so, what do you think of this braid? I think I might go like this a little bit. Pretty cute. I quite like it. I think it's styled quite nicely. And it's very classy, just a 3-strand braid. For this side, I think I'm going to do a fishtail braid. I think if I could maybe move like so, then maybe you could get a bit of a better view and what we're working with. So for this one, I'm going to be doing a part down the middle. Just trying to make them as even as possible. Taking it and going like so. And you just take a little strand of the outer edge of each, and then you push it like that. Does that make sense? I guess this isn't a tutorial, it doesn't need to be perfect. Let me just focus here, make sure I'm doing a good job. Okay. Taking each individual strand, parting it just like so. Just taking the strand, pushing it over, taking a strand, pushing it over, continuing along. Just trying to make it as precise and detailed as I can, trying to be gentle, delicate, as to make this a relaxing and calming experience for you. I want you to have good associations with your ear hair. I'd never want to take that relationship away from you and make it sour or anything like that. I have a lot of respect for you. Just continuing down, down, down. The hair is getting thinner. But continuing. As you can tell, we're just at the end there. I'm going to be using a pink elastic this time. Here's that pink elastic. And this is the braid. This is what it looks like. So let me show you what the 3-strand looks like. I'm going to fluff out this one as well. So we're just pulling on the hair, allowing it to be fluffier. Maybe a little bit more messy, a little less refined, but this really helps create dimension, depth, so it's not so skinny and fragile looking. That makes sense. And just fluffing it out, fluffing it out. I think fishtail braids are so pretty. So those are 2 different ways that you could style. There's also other options for accessories and all sorts of things. Now I'm going to be doing a quick inspection of the ears, and then we'll do a quick cleaning. For this part, I'm just going to be grabbing my tools, and I'm going to work around the ear hair. If you decide that you don't want it, I can cut it for you, and maybe we could even do a little trim of it just to make it look a little bit more tidy. Wait, let's get my tools. So I've got chopsticks, and these are great for parting. Getting a good inspection of the ear canal. Trying not to go too deep, just where it's safe. And I can sort of scratch some of the earwax off. Lifting the braid up a little bit. Okay. I don't really feel the need to wear gloves this time. Should be fine. Plus, sometimes it's nice to not have the gloves in the way so you can really hear the sounds of the tools. I think you have the most gorgeous ears, by the way. They've got such a great shape. You could definitely be an ear model, and I know a lot about ear models. I do. That's what my parents did, both of them. They met at an ear model gig, actually. I mean, if ears could be a dessert, yours would be like a triple decker fudge cake. They are just so gorgeous. I would love to eat them. I'm just getting a general inspection, so I'm not particularly focused on one area. Just trying to see if there's any areas I should be concerned about or pay close attention to. I do see you have a little mole. Might want to make note of that. Just, obviously I do these sort of things for you a lot, so it's easy for me to keep track of where you're at, to make sure it doesn't become a cause of concern. How are you doing? Are you good? Are you comfortable? Hope you're not too bored. Maybe just relaxed, feeling nice. I did actually have something I wanted to show you, so maybe this is a good time to do that. So you know how I've told you that I've been gaming with that one guy? Well, I recently got into Fortnite and I did a little drawing that I wanted to show you. This is Midas. I know he looks kind of weird. He's supposed to be like almost in a fish lens thing where he's like looking at the camera and his arms are behind him and then he's like leaning forward, if that makes sense. But it kind of just looks like he's a bobblehead with the smallest torso and legs and no arms. But yeah, this is Midas in Fortnite. He's the character I like the most. I really like this skin too. I find it quite cool. But yeah, this is my most recent drawing, and then I also did this, which is from Madoka Magica, but that's a whole other story. Yeah, I really appreciate that you always like to look at my art and support me as a person. Let's just seal that bad boy up. But I also got these recently in a little blind box. So this is a glider. You glide down from the sky in Fortnite when you get off the bus, and this is a gun. I don't know what kind, but it is. Pew, 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 pew. If you ever get lice again, I could totally just like, you know, get rid of them. Except it doesn't actually work, of course, but if it did, I could, because it's definitely like lice size, I think, like lice exterminating size. But how fun would it be if I checked your ears with Fortnite? Yeah, it's always fun getting new hobbies and meeting new people and seeing what they can teach you and have to offer. I mean, obviously, Birdie's been helping me a lot with checking your scalp and such. I know they're a little rough around the edges, but aren't we all? Okay, that was Fortnite. I don't really know if that's gonna be very satisfying. Can I I just threw my glider. Okay, I'm just gonna use this, and I'm gonna see if I can just part the hair and just lightly get in there and clean it up. I don't know how well this is working. Hopefully well. Good. Okay. It's looking a little crazy up in here. Let's get this brushed. So, you still look great and presentable. Not that you don't always look like that, but I did make you look a little crazy, like you're part of like a rock band and you've got like crazy hair. just grabbing some tools. The first tools that I grabbed, I got these, which are spoolies, and I'm gonna be using these in your ear just to like get them in there and then wiggle it around, and it can pick up the wax, and it feels really nice. It's like a great scratch in there. But also you can use these parts to part the hair. Just like that. And I'm first gonna start, I think, in this ear, and just let me know if anything's uncomfortable. They're quite fun though. They're very fluffy, they're soft, so they shouldn't cause any sort of irritation or anything like that. I'm just going to part the hair first just to get a good clean area that I can work with. Stay really still. Then I've got this little thing, and I'm just going to remove any wax. Let's continue. Everything's good. Everything's good on my part. Like, your ears look good. Let's check the other side. We're just gonna do a good part just to get that clean line so I can see what I'm doing. So it's a little bit more tricky. I'm just gonna does get a little caught in the ear, like in the ear hair is what I meant. That's okay. Just gotta try and create really clean parts. Looking good. Just scratching your eardrums. It's such an interesting place of the body because not very often that people are digging deep in there. Let's check the other ear. Okay. Parting. Perfect. Just getting in there.
extra sense so you know, like, the colors that you're hearing. It's a little different than just being able to, like, say, math is green or whatever. It's very cool, though. Or when people like songs and stuff like that. I don't think I'd want the one with the taste, because sometimes some words can taste really bad, I guess. And that would be unfortunate. Especially, like, if it was, like, the name of someone that you really loved. Okay. Getting this ear again, just a little bit. I don't think it needs much more. And then I'm gonna grab another tool, if that's alright with you. Perfect. Let me just wipe off any wax. Perfect. The next tool that I brought were these tweezers, and there's a few strands of your earwax that's a little stuck, so I'm just gonna use this to, like, get underneath it and, like, pick it up. That's what I'm hoping to be able to do. So let's... Perfect. Should have this ready. Live, laugh, love. Taking my time here and going slow, being thorough. I don't want to hurt you or pull any hair. Really taking my time to search and finding each bit of wax, so I can make sure I'm doing a thorough job. If you hear any pulling, it's probably just the wax coming out and coming off of your hair, because it gets pretty gummed in there. I promise I'm not pulling out any of your ear hair, but never want to do that. You have such a full ear of hair. I know everybody's jealous of you. I never want to take away, like, one of your main personality traits, or, like, what you're known for, I guess, like a trademark. Just really taking my time here. You're looking great. just taking my time going through each hair. You still feeling good? Good, I'm glad. Close your eyes if that's what feels comfortable for you. Just close and let your body sink into where you are. Let gravity just pull you down, and with each breath that you take, let gravity take you even more. And relax your muscles. You have nothing to fear here, except for the constant fear of never-ending time. It'll never stop, you know. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I'm liking it. Just want to get a good approximation of how big that mole is over here. Okay. Just so I can keep an eye on it. I know I kind of know the diameter a little bit better. Just gonna grab my pick, 'cause I'm gonna need that. Grab that. And it has a ton of different ear cleaning tools. Picks. More picks. These two are quite interesting. This one is a spring. This one more so has these ridges, so you can get in there and it'll like circle it around and it'll pick up the wax. There's a specific tool that I'm looking for, and I found it. Okay, before we start this pretty much last and final step of the actual ear cleaning, I wanted to let you fidget with my emotional support object of the day. It is this bumblebee. It's got a little like little beads in its butt, so it's quite fun to like move around and grip. Makes a good maraca. Actually, it makes a pretty bad maraca, but if it made a good maraca, it'd be great because bees like shake their little booty to like talk. So like it'd be very like almost like real life. But yeah, it also has these like beady eyes, kind of like me. I think it looks like me. And got these little legs, and it's from Beanie Balls, which is kind of funny. It's from TY, or like thank you, but its name is Singer. Birthday is September 8th. Pretty cool. So yeah, you can fiddle around with that. I'm gonna be first using these two tools. So this one is the one with the ridges, and this one is flat, and it's got like a little scooper, kind of like the scooping room from Sister Location. And this is just to scrape out the wax, pretty much. So I'm just going to go into the ear and scrape out anything left. Slow and steady. looking good, huh? Okay. Let's just look around. There's a few more spots, but I think those I'm gonna need my pick for. I think so. So I've got my pick. I'm just going to get all the little bits and bobs out. Of course, just all those little spots that just need a little extra work, and you look good now. So, just to make sure that you're not left high and dry, I've got my moisturizer. Just grabbing a little bit. And just applying this to there. Who knows? Maybe with this moisturizer, you know, this is what's causing it to grow so long, and maybe it'll grow a little bit consistenter, because you really just only have the 2 strands. Would be kind of nice if it was more full throughout the whole head. Okay. Just a little bit more. Let's just give this a little massage into the scalp. Perfect. Well, thank you for letting me style your ear hair today. I really hope that I convinced you to keep it. Oh, I should do that little... I should be doing a little trim before we leave, so I'm just going to grab the hair. There. I'm gonna grab this side and just hold on to it. There we go. Maybe do a little trim all throughout the ear hair, just to create a really even look. Plus, if you didn't already know, but trimming can actually make your hair go faster. If your hair doesn't have split ends and it's healthy, then it can definitely grow faster. Okay. Okay, now we're officially done. Look how gorgeous. Let me show you. Super duper cute. You have these little pigtails. I'm in love. It's so unique, so you, and I really hope that I convinced you to keep them today. Okay, and I hope I'll see you again very, very soon.